Kylo Ren is the most interesting character in the sequel trilogy, and yet his arc will likely play out with redemption in Star Wars Episode 9. I want to talk about Kylo Ren's arc in The Rise of Skywalker and these two previous movies. I want to talk about his redemption and what I want to see out of this character for me to buy this redemption in Episode 9. We do it for the fans. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day, whatever day you see this video. This is just one of the vacation videos. I'm just here in Orlando, going to Galaxy's Edge tomorrow. I'm very excited about it, but I just wanted to do a couple of videos that are on my mind to release throughout this week while I'm on vacation. And this is honestly the video I most wanted to do. I spent the most time on this script and just thinking about this because Kylo Ren is my favorite character in the sequel trilogy. I actually think he's one of the best characters we've ever gotten in Star Wars. He's complex, and from the moment I heard that he was actually being drawn to the light, this was a character that was on the dark side, being drawn to the light and rejecting that whole idea. I found that incredibly interesting. And yet, I'm not a huge fan of the redemption idea. I think the redemption is the way they're going to go. And I just want to stop here and say, too, I'm not going to be talking about anything in the leaks in this video, because what I'm talking about here is from a character perspective, what I need to see from Kylo to make his arc have a meaningful ending with this redemption. Because, you know, you have beats in these leaks, but you don't have context. And to me, especially when it comes to character, context is the whole game. So I want to just talk about the things I really want to see from Kylo in this film for me to buy this redemption. One of the things I absolutely love about Kylo Ren is that he is clearly doing a lot of horrible things, and yet you can see that he's sort of playing a role while he's doing this. His decisions and the things that he does, particularly when his helmet is off and we can just see that crazy amount of emotion in Adam Driver's face, we can see that he's conflicted. It's so obvious in the acting that this is a dude that is trying to be a bad guy, even though on the inside he is a good guy. But it doesn't really matter so much because what he is doing is still destroying a lot of people. It is very horrible. But the emotion that this character projects, which is so intense, and the fact that he's so unhinged and obviously conflicted about the things that he is doing, is why I think we are all so drawn to this character. I mean, he's obviously incredibly powerful with the Force. He's a prodigy of sorts, and yet we see him kind of defeat himself with the fact that he's completely unhinged. He destroys his own father, thinking it's the thing that will make him stronger, but it literally makes him weaker than he has ever been and leads to his defeat by Rey. Similarly, he's so enraged when he faces Luke Skywalker at the end of The Rise of Skywalker that he is defeated, playing right into the hands of Luke Skywalker, who's essentially tricking him to give the Resistance some time. And so he's honestly just stacking up a lot of L's. Like, he's so unhinged that this incredible amount of power that he has is unable to be wielded properly, and he keeps being defeated. It's like his push to be the thing that he believes is the most powerful thing, and that would be Vader. His push to be Vader only causes more conflict and splits his character more, which is actually making him weaker. But that's all really in the two other movies. What I need to see out of Kylo Ren in The Rise of Skywalker is an evolution, a growth from that arc. And what I think would really work is if Kylo Ren is incredibly powerful and incredibly dark. Basically, I want to see his journey go in a direction where he blossoms into a true villain. Absolutely composed, completely powerful, and terrifying. Basically, we need to elevate this character to the point where he is so powerful and dark that he could completely snuff out hope forever. I mean, he's done something no Skywalker has done previous. He is literally in charge of the entire galaxy. There's no more puppets, or at least seemingly no more puppeteering of Kylo Ren. He is in charge and making the decisions in this movie. You see, there's a lot of parallels to what was going on with Vader. Vader had become so powerful and was in a position that he could literally snuff out hope forever. His very son is brought in front of the Emperor, and literally this could have shut down hope forever. Had Luke been destroyed, the Empire would have reigned. Snoke literally says this in The Last Jedi novelization. But you see, Luke represents hope, and at the very end, Vader destroys evil, the ultimate evil, to preserve hope, and that is his redemption. But you see, the only reason that that actually redeems him as a character is because he had the ability to stand by and watch hope completely be decimated, but he didn't. He used the power that he had, which was this ultimate evil, this angle, which could have shut everything down. And from that position of power, he makes a decision to do the opposite. That's redemption, and that's what we need from Kylo Ren. Basically, I won't buy the redemption of this character unless he is in a position that through his power and position, he could snuff out hope forever. And it doesn't necessarily need to be that he needs to do something to do this. He could just stand at the sidelines. So if it's put into a position where Ben Solo, if he doesn't act, his sin of omission in those moments could literally destroy hope, destroy Rey, destroy the rebellion, and allow for evil to win. It's to pay it off. Otherwise, it's just convenience. It doesn't really matter that Kylo Ren turns. He can't really redeem himself unless he was in a position to destroy hope forever, just like Vader did. So frankly put, Kylo needs to be darker and more powerful than we have ever seen him before. I personally think he also needs to hand Rey an L. I mean, he's been bested by her several different times, and again, it just comes to this situation where, like, the reason Vader and Luke's arc really plays is that Vader just decimates Luke in Empire. He's like, Luke is zero match for him. And the beats are a little bit different here, but I believe Rey needs to face Kylo Ren and be completely destroyed by him. And he, again, will probably not kill her because of the feelings he has for her, which is a take on the paternal sort of thing that was going on with Luke and Vader in the original trilogy. But that's the way this is all setting up. Rey is the Luke Skywalker to Kylo Ren's Vader. She will bring him back to the light side, but Kylo Ren needs to be powerful enough that if she didn't, she would lose. This is because the turning has to matter. It just simply doesn't matter if Kylo turns if Rey's powerful enough to just beat everybody. There's no redemption there. That's not an interesting arc. And so Kylo needs to literally elevate his game to an completely unseen level. He has to be so devastating and so dark that he really does get to that Vader status. Otherwise, the redemption is not going to matter. It's not going to have the same impact. And so that's basically where I'm at with it. What I need to see is Kylo to reach a whole new level of darkness. And as he pushes further and further down this dark path, it should still break him. It should still conflict with his emotions. We should see that conflict and him start to be torn apart as he has been. But if he's not powerful enough and doesn't have the ability to shut down hope, then him not doing that does not matter. And so that's it, guys. Those are my thoughts on Kylo Ren's arc and the redemption of Ben Solo in The Rise of Skywalker. Those are some things I need to see in order for this redemption to matter. So I'm hoping we get some of this. And by the way, none of this is in the leaks. It would just have to be filled out contextually here. But I have a lot of hope that the arc that Kylo goes on is going to be very interesting and hopefully really, really dark in The Rise of Skywalker. But those are my thoughts. I want to know what your thoughts are. What do you think about Ben Solo's redemption? What do you think about Kylo Ren? What do you think about some of the points I brought up in this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And now let's check the nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know what planet became Star Killer Base. This was an important planet in canon, and it's revealed in the new Star Wars game Jedi Fallen Order. What planet did become Star Killer Base? What planet was it? Answer that question in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.